Oh my gosh, am I doing an unboxing video? No, I hate unboxing videos, but I sort of am, I guess. So here, I did open this up and just the slightest peek at it, but let me get this out of the way. Bear with me. I literally am so busy. I had like 1 second. I hope I didn't tear the box. No. So there's that. There's this. It's a lot bigger. See, it hasn't been out of this package yet. This is literally, you and me are seeing this at the same time. Okay, so it's got a lot more going on the bottom. I actually think it feels lighter than the other one. Oh yeah, this, maybe not. This one, the old one, I don't even know if you can see it. So here's the old one. This is, I mean, this is steel. You can feel that it's bent steel. This one feels plastic. I don't think it is. I don't know if it's metal or not. Not that it even matters. Yeah, I think it is actually, but it's just a thinner piece. This feels like it's probably aluminum or some other. It's cool like it's metal, you know, feels cool to the touch. But this was definitely steel. This one feels heavier. Let me see these knobs. Oh, those feel good. Although, again, I kind of, in a way, let me see. Maybe it's just because they're taller. They spin smoothly. They're beautiful. They feel a little taller. Man, they're nice. I like having the different. There's a lot more going on. Let's hold this up. Like that. These didn't. They do. They actually did. Those circles here. Can you see that? They lit up as you moved it. You know, it would go vroop or vroop. Or these look like the same. There's more. These are full color screens. Oh, I'll cut in when I get it plugged in. But let's just look up close. I'm interested with this because they clearly want you to use. I don't like virtual. Well, no, that's not fair to say. I have never really used virtual preamps and all that kind of processing. I could have. I had some Slate stuff. Oh, there's clearly how you're going to rack mount it. It looks like maybe it's another piece you need. But anyway, on the back, it kind of looks cool. Looks like maybe you can mount it to a shelf. Or, I don't know. It's neat, actually. It feels, and there's a lot. I like the feet on it. Here's that. Yeah, okay. So there's the recessed. Oh, and it's the USB-C or whatever. It's a totally different connection. But it comes from the side. So it's going to, well, funny thing is, oh, boy. So it still takes the same amount of space because that rack, that I needed a rack space, and here this is an extra thing. So whatever, who cares? I don't know. It's cool looking though. It looks really nice. It feels pretty dang great. It does. I do have to say though, like this feels like, you know, a nice like synthesizer or something where it's kind of got, maybe it's metal, maybe it's plastic. You know, it just feels a little bit. Those feel nice. Those feel real. Although there's some wiggle. Ooh. Oh gosh. All right. So first impressions. Those feel. What is it? Okay. So these, I can't wiggle. Well, yeah, now I am. But these just feel more expensive somehow. They feel like they're more solid. These feel just a tiny bit loose and wiggly. So, I don't know. They're big. These are bigger. Then they've got that little bump on them. Interesting. Everything else is kind of... I like that you can... Go over here. It looks like so you can have more than one compressor now in these channel strips. They've really made it so you can get big chains going and have control over all. I think this is going to be the more useful device by a million miles. But I kind of liked... But yeah, I guess this does look old now. It's so funny. Digital stuff is so weird. But anyway, so we got that. Let me just get an idea. We'll leave that there. I did this, well, I'll talk. So let's see how this is going to look. Will it fit? Oh yeah, it fits there. Can you see that? Looks pretty good. That's what it would look like. It actually looks a lot smoother. It kind of takes up more space. I love it. I think it looks real nice in there. Let's look real quick, since this is basically turned into an unboxing video with bad audio. What else came with this thing here? Oh, I forgot. So this comes with you can actually plug it in. Oh my God. You're going to see me go, oh, me tear brake. Okay, here we go. That's a power strip. I hate unboxing videos, so I'm just going to dump this shit out. And so there's a bunch of different, like, European plugs. Ooh, different color. That's kind of cool. I'm not going to lose. And it's a cable for any type of connection you have. That's pretty slick. And I like that they're kind of a reddish color, so I'll be able to tell which one is which. The black, you got to see a black cable. So this looks like, it feels like it's stuck. Does it come apart? Yeah. It's stickied in there, and it's got actual paper. Hope it's not just one big. It is a lot of. A kind of a way. If you're into the idea of saving paper, this is kind of a lot of paper. But I actually am not going to complain about. Well, dude, this is a big fucking ad. I already know. I already bought it. You don't have to convince me. This kind of, to me, this kind of like a waste of whatever. Oh, liner notes. So like this is the record. Whatever. This seems like a huge waste of paper. I guess that's it. And then there's my license code. Well, don't look at that. You're going to steal my fucking code. I'll blur that out. Boom. That's what came with it. Register. All right. Anyway. Cool. Here is my original Softube console 1. This is the original version. It's pretty dusty as I look at it. Whoopsie. Anyway, I really like this thing. I think it was built, what's that? That's something. That's like a rubber foot off or something. Has nothing to do with this. But anyways, this has been a really, really neat piece of gear. You know, it's a controller for the software, the Softube software. And since I've had it, it's gone from just being able to do just the SSL, came with the SSL thing. Now you can load in, you know, different model of EQ and compressor. And, you know, you look that part up. This video is not about that. We're just going to talk about the hardware itself. Because this is one of those unique kind of, I guess for lack of a better word, a hybrid situation where you're buying hardware, but it's not analog, but you're buying outboard hardware, you know, as in it's not inside the computer, but it controls your software. So here's the original one. Let me unplug this. The issues that I ever had with this were that cable, there's the back, it held up pretty dang well. It's really such a nice, solid, chunky piece of gear. I'll tell you, let's talk about things I didn't like about it. If you look, when you plug this in, it has to stick out by that. Now, if you bend that too much, you're going to end up ruining that. But so it stuck out that much above. So at one point, I built this rack thing. I had this racked up. I'll see if I can find old pictures of it. But I had it rack mounted out in front of me. And you had to sacrifice a whole nother piece on top for that. I believe they fixed that in this new one that I've got here. And it's not really rack mount. I had to invent a system to do it. And my system worked, but it was, you know, it cost me, I don't know, it cost me some money and time and whatever. And I'm glad that they've supposedly made it rackable, although I still don't even understand how, if you have to buy extra pieces or what I don't know. I haven't had time to look at it because I'm super busy. But here it is. Beautiful, solid, smooth feeling knobs. They don't feel cheap. They don't feel too plasticky. They're just really, the pots, you know, feel great. Perfect amount of resistance. Doesn't feel like one of those cheap, like, let me see. See, I actually like these too, though. These have little, listen, right? These aren't detented at all. But all the knob, everything feels expensive, you know, it feels professional. That's a thing, you know. So anyway, there it is plugged in. It's just coming on. If you look like, let's see, yeah, so see how that, you know, these all track like this. So this way, when we get the new one out, we'll see how it works. I'm wondering if they'll stay lit all the way, because these are kind of, You can tell where it is. I've never thought about it, but now I realize if it stayed lit the whole time, it might be more useful. You've got, you know, those things. I do love this thing. Anyways, so there's that one plugged in. Okay, so look, so this guy, let me pop this guy out. So here's the plug for this, the power adapter. You do that, you slide this guy in, boom, done there. USB-C, I believe that is. No, so this is going to be the power, which is new. The old one you couldn't plug into the wall. Kind of nice. I don't know if it'll be different performance. And then this one, what did I grab? Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. This is they give you a short one. They give you a long one. And what's cool is the color. It's like a braided. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a braided. It's a nice kind of cloth cable. They feel pretty good. That one's longer, so I'm going to use it for the plug because I'm assuming this would be too short. But if I needed a shorter plug, this is cool. And it looks like, because you can, what do you call it? Put them on, go end to end with this. So maybe, you know, you could put a soft drive or a hard drive or something. Soft drive, Softube, whatever. And then hold on a minute. So the one to connect to the computer for the data, they give you 3 cables altogether. So I'm going to use because this end goes into the actual device. This goes into my computer as a USB. And you can plug it straight into the computer without the power supply, I believe. But I'm guessing you have different performance options. We'll see. Okay, so you see that. Oops. See that USB-C there. The lighting's not great, but well, I'm going to plug that sucker in. I'm going to send this. I haven't decided which plug I'm going to use. I got to crawl around back there. Okay, I'm guessing it's going to be exciting when I plug it into power. So here's the device. This one's coming from the power itself. Here we go. Oh yeah. So it says connect to computer and open the Console 1 app. So here's this. And I'm going to guess there's another USB-C on this side. You see that one? So I'm going to plug this like this. I guess that answers the question I had. And I don't have the app open yet, so. Oh, it came up though already. Let's see, display on. Oh, it says it's updating firmware. Let's look over here. So there's a box. Okay. Well, it's making a lot of. That's oh. Well, so far so good. Cool, bunch of different modes. So let me sit down for a minute. I guess I'm going to do it this way. I just don't have time to do a big screen capture, and who really cares, right? Let somebody else make that video. This one, so if you just use the display, so, you know, obviously it's not even, I don't even have a program open, but, or a project open, but so there's the one, you can see all the different, I guess because I don't have them, these won't light, I'm not in a project, but there's the one view, there it's gone. Oh, mode. So it's either off or on, right? You come over to mode. So there it is, big down at the bottom of the screen. Small down at the bottom of the screen. And I'm betting you can make those skinnier and fit more out across the screen or whatever. There's it's showing, you know, like your shape, EQ, compressor, all that stuff. Let me see. It does anything. Now, since I don't have a project open, it doesn't. There's the track, so we'll... anyways, so yeah, I guess I'll open up a project. Hang on a minute. Okay, so check this out. Focus on the... Well, you're going to see my hands in the screen, but so I didn't intend to really show me using this necessarily because it's like, you know, it's just a software controller. But this is a DAW controller. They've said it is, in a way that the other one, I could do it, but it wasn't really as intuitive. Watch this. So right now I've got the pink channel. See the stereo? I'll move it off and on. See that? So watch. I've got on the 8 tracks here. Look at this. So all 8 of those tracks that I just opened up, an empty project, they have console 1 on them. You see over here, console 1, and if I bring the mixer back, I've installed it. I didn't put it on this one, but still, watch this. So I can still control that. So I'm on the stereo. You see it over there? The stereo track. Watch this. I grab the master volume. The Behringer mixer thing, it's controlling that. That's fucking awesome. I'm pretty excited about that. Now here, and you know, if I want to pick the channel, boink, 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 boink. And then let's say, I wonder if I want to turn, let me go to this one and go mode. Wait, mode, right there. So if I kick this on, it's on. And here it says SSL shape off, shape on, SSL 4000E dynamic shaper. Off. Let's go. EQ. It says type. Oh. Bell. Oh, that's the cut. Bell. So I'm changing. You see on the EQ curve. Bell. Cut. Shelf. So if I kick this up, there's a shelf. There's a shelf. If I go to bell, it's going to bump it at whatever frequency. So there. Move it around. Oh. And this is like the old one, but pretty cool. I'll tell you, so as I'm turning these knobs, I don't think they feel as like, I don't know the word. Let me think about the word, but I think they feel a slightly more plasticky. It feels a little bit more like a MIDI controller keyboard or something. Just the knob use. But it's pretty neat. All right, so let's get that out of there. Let's go to... So, oh, the same deal there. So it's got so you can control on the high and the low end what the shape your stuff looks like. And it has a different, so green, red, blue for the different types. That's pretty neat. Here's the compressor on, it's the SS. So the default is the SSL 4000, which is pretty good default to have. So look at the readout if you can see. Let me see, make sure this video, I just tossed this. Oh yeah, you can. So up close you can't see it, but this is controlling, and I'm getting a feedback. I'm getting that on the screen is right here, and then over here this is on the shape. That's cool. And I think I know there's a way, like let me go to oh yeah, there's a stereo out. I don't have anything, there's no, well, let me go over and grab a loop. Oops, whoopsie. Get this out of the way. I don't even have any clue. It doesn't even fucking matter. Let's just throw that there. We'll hit play. Hold on. Oh, that's really perfect. All right, hold on. Just give myself a little time to figure this out. So here we go. Let's go back here and see if it shows up here. Yeah, so there's my feed out, my in and out. I can control the in and out gain. That's crazy. Right here. Man, that's pretty awesome. So I'm controlling without even setting it up. It's just in Logic, and I have a knob for my output and the input gain on my stereo out channel. Holy crap. This thing is cool. Okay, so I've just been messing around with this for like just a couple minutes. I had that sample I threw out earlier. It's up there on that track. And I've just got on the master channel, like the main stereo output. And, you know, I've just started pushing buttons, and it's amazing how, like, I realized, okay, so makeup gain. What I did is I just set it up, and I just started to play with all the, you know, I put some EQ on, played with the filters, listened to them, whatever. It's just the 4000, the default settings. But the thing is, so I realized, all right, I want to mess with the makeup gain. Well, it just makes sense. The shift button, you hold it down, and all of a sudden I'm using the makeup game. No manual, nothing. Just like, it just made sense. Seemed obvious, and it absolutely worked. I'm like, you know, but want it on, turn it. Probably can't hear that. Have it turned down quite a bit. But anyways, the point is, so look at this. It's pretty fucking cool. Let me get it on the right channel. All the different readouts, and the EQ, there's your compressor, so you can skip through and see everything. It's crazy. There's your gain reduction, there's your actual VU meter, and it's like, what I realize is this is a whole infinite universe step above that guy. That guy was awesome, and I loved it, and I honestly thought, how much better can this be? And this is holy shit better. Like, I literally just sat here and went, am I really about to not plug a bunch of analog stuff in? Like, what an amazing... The functionality is so intuitive, and there's no delay. It's like, okay, so I haven't tried to switch models and put a different equalizer. I'm not gonna, but let me see. All right, let's just mess with it. Load channel. Oh, yeah, there they all are. Like the stuff I have. I push one button, so I bet you if I go, how do I move up and down there? Maybe, I don't know how to turn the... It says select console. So I understood change load channel strip. Which dial do I turn? I can flip the phase on one button. I'm getting distracted. Wait, keep values. I don't know. So the only thing I can't figure out is it looks like I should be able to pick Summit Grand channel, or I don't have the... Wait, I don't understand. Anyway, so here's the first time I'm stumped. But it is one button push, it looks like, to... What am I doing? How do I get out of there? I'm stuck. I don't know. Change order. Alright, now I'm stuck. Oh boy. There you go. Scroll with volume. Oh, and there it is. I turned the volume, and I picked the one I want. Oh shit, so if I push that now, select with volume or page buttons, confirm with OK or solo. So now, did I just set the compressor? Let me see. Oh, it's not the equalizer. It's still 4,000. I don't know. I still have to mess with it, but the thing is, I think you can completely not look at your screen and do everything you want to do. Plus, like that DAW control, it's crazy. I mean, there's no like transport. I love this. I've often thought if I found the right this, you can call me a huge fan of the Behringer, whatever this is, Universal Control. It's not the most, I mean, it's cheap, it's Behringer, but it's cheap in that it's affordable, not cheap. It doesn't feel cheap. It works so great. And I've used this so much that I don't have to, it's just like second nature to move around Logic with it. So I thought, well, why don't I just get the one fader, you know? And the reason why I haven't gone to it is because this is a little different, and I don't want to give up. I know this so well. I'm like, whatever. Who cares that I have 8 faders is not a bad thing to have. So I think I'll just keep this between these two. Holy crap. Now, if only this looked as cool as that looks. But anyway, I'd say this is a resounding wow.